Hi Flosstube, it's Liz here of stitchthebirds. This is just a quick kind of touch base catch up kind of a video. It's not going to be a full on Flosstube and I'm just going to apologise for that right now, and I think the reason will become clear later on in my video, so please bear with me. But welcome, it's good to have you with me, it's good to be back with you, and I'm sorry it's been a while. There's been a lot going on over the summer, and just life, you know. There's my cat back there, my lovely boy, that Brie, who I think is trying to catch a fly or something, or trying to escape, who knows. Anyway, I wanted to thank you all for your lovely comments on my last video where I had my 1000 subscriber celebration. I had such a lovely time reading all your comments and just seeing what you're all planning on stitching for the bird stitch along, which we're starting in just over a week's time, on the 15th of September, so mark the date in your diary. I think there were 75 people have put their comments on what they're intending to stitch for the stitch along, so really looking forward to starting that with you all. I've had to change my plans a bit for that stitch along. So my original plan was that I was going to stitch the Cottage Garden Sampling Songbird series. The last one hasn't yet been released, which I was expecting it to be, but the designer has had issues with her family and hasn't been able to issue the last one yet. The reason that causes a delay for me is because I'm wanting to stitch them in 3 groups of 4, and until I have all of the charts, I don't know how I want to group them and where I want to start and get all the threads ordered and everything else. So my plan instead, we're still having the stitch along, very much so having the stitch along. My plan instead is that I am going to stitch my peacock prints that I showed you back in my whip parade, and I don't think I've seen the light of day since. And I've got fewer than 100 stitches done on him, so to all intents and purposes he's a new start without actually being a new start. So I'm going to stitch on prints my beautiful peacock, and that will be my kind of piece for the stitch along. But some of you are sort of worried about you being away in September, or you've got stuff going on and you don't like stitch alongs because they're all a bit too structured. Let me reassure you, the stitch along is going to be going on for ever. There's no real end date, and the start date is just kind of a guide, just so that for those who want to kind of all just feel like we've got that starting on the same day. Excuse me. So 15th September is a guide. If you can't start in September, start in October, or start in January, or start in April, whenever is good for you. There are so many beautiful charts out there with birds on, so please feel free. Peacocks, flamingos, crows, blackbirds, robins, cardinals, whatever you like. It doesn't matter, whatever the chart, as long as there's a bird on it somewhere. So it's very relaxed, very informal. The hashtag, which I'm going to put on the bottom of this video, is hashtag stitchthebirds. So really simple. So if you're posting pictures of that, if you're sharing that on Instagram or on Facebook, please use that hashtag. So hashtag stitchthebirds. And then I can follow the hashtag, we can all follow the hashtag and actually see everybody's progress and enjoy doing that together. So really excited about starting that with you, despite my change in plans, for which I apologise. So the winner of my 1000 subscriber celebration, let me remind you again what the prize is. So we had this chart with the buttons from Sam Sarah, so birds and bees. We had the beautiful quilting bee from the Blue Flower, and then all of the threads, the colourful threads for the quilting bee. This lovely needle minder and needle tin set from Denkai Designs that she's made especially for me for this celebration. And again, especially made for me for this celebration, project bag from Bee Crafty Bags. So lovely vinyl project bag there that Nicola made especially for this celebration. So that's the prize. I hope the person that receives it is going to really enjoy that and get a lot of pleasure from it. And the winner, have a drum roll, is Lisa S Stitches. So congratulations, Lisa. If you can contact me on my email address, which is in the description box below, and I will arrange to get that posted out to you as soon as I can. So congratulations, Lisa. Please drop me a line on my email with your address and I'll get that sent off to you. So I'm in my pyjamas. You can see it's night time, weird lighting. It's been a really difficult week and I'm not sure how much to tell you, if I'm honest. So we were away camping in Oxfordshire last week. It feels like so much longer ago than that. And to cut a long story short, I had some phone calls from the hospital telling me that my mum had had a serious accident and she's in a bad way. I just want to ask you for your prayers. I don't want to go into lots of detail, except to say that she fell down the stairs in the middle of the night and has several very, very serious injuries, including a bleed on her brain, which left her in a coma for a few days. And even now she is dipping in and out of consciousness. And I've spent a considerable part of the last week by her bedside. The doctors have told us that she has no prospect of recovery. And we are in a situation now where she just has days left. It's been, as you can imagine, a terrible, very emotional week. And I'm going between bawling my eyes out and actually managing to be fairly calm about things. But my mum is very, very poorly and she's not going to be with us very much longer. And I would just ask for your prayers for her and for my family at this time. And I hope you can just bear with me, because we've got a tough few weeks ahead. Yeah. So cherish your loved ones, keep them close. Make every day count because you don't know how many more days you have left with them. Be grateful, even on the tough days, because at least you still have them on the tough days. I don't really, yeah, I don't really want to say too much more because it's tough and I don't want to end up a blubbering wreck on camera, and I don't want to put too much of myself out there right now. So I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I just wanted to kind of catch up with you all and let you all know what was going on, and then it may be a little while before I'm back. I do have stitching to show you, I have haul to show you, but right now it kind of doesn't feel important. Please bear with me. I will be back to normal Flosstube, but it just may take me a few more weeks. But in the meantime, be kind to each other and make every day count. And I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye.